If you were a senior, over 60, and you still make an effort to walk every day to stay healthy, pause for just a moment. Because there is a quiet truth that many exercises for seniors have never clearly explained. Walking regularly can still allow you to grow weaker if one critical muscle group is asleep. You don't lose independence because of age, you lose it because your glute muscles, the foundation for standing, stepping, and balance, have been weakening year by year without you realizing it. Ask yourself honestly, do you need to use your hands to stand up from a chair? Do you climb stairs more slowly than before? Do you still walk, but your legs no longer respond the way they used to? If the answer is yes, this is not your fault. This is something many people over 60 are experiencing silently. And the most concerning part? Most popular exercises do not wake up the glute muscles, the largest, strongest muscle group, and the one that determines your ability to remain independent. This video is not about heavy training, not about the gym, not about reversing aging. This video is about 5 essential exercises carefully selected to quickly build stronger glutes in the right way, safe, effective, and appropriate for people over 60. Just 5 core movements, no excess, no risk, but enough to change how you stand, how you walk, and how you trust your body again. And stay until the end, because exercise number 5 is the movement many people believe they are still good at until they try it and realize, oh, this is what I've been missing all along.
So, what is actually happening to my body? That is the moment when we need to speak honestly about the truth. After the age of 60, the body does not age in a sudden way. It loses muscle quietly. On average, older adults lose about 1 to 2% of muscle mass each year, and the muscle group affected earliest is the glute muscles. The problem is, walking does not provide enough load to keep the glute muscles strong. When the glutes weaken, the body is forced to compensate with the lower back, the knees, and the hips. That is why so many people walk every day but still have back pain, still lose balance, and still struggle to stand up from a chair. This is not because you are lazy. It is also not because you are exercising incorrectly. Quite simply, your body needs a clearer signal to preserve strength. And that is where targeted exercises, not general movement, begin to make a real difference.
When you understand that the problem is not your effort, but the signal your body is receiving, it is time to redefine what enough exercise truly means. Enough exercise does not mean walking more. It does not mean sweating more, and it does not mean forcing your body to endure more strain. For seniors over 60, enough exercise means activating the exact muscle groups that are being lost, training within a joint-safe range of motion, and sending a clear message back to the brain. This body is still being used. 3 to 5 correct movements can be more valuable than thousands of mindless steps. When the glute muscles are awakened, balance begins to return. Standing up from a chair feels lighter, walking becomes steadier without extra effort, and most importantly, you no longer feel like you are chasing health, but instead regaining control over every movement of your own body. Next, I will show you 5 essential exercises, not to make you exercise more, but to help you exercise correctly.
Once enough exercise has been redefined above, the next natural question is, what exactly should you do to truly change your body? Not 20 exercises, not a complicated program, but 5 core movements carefully selected to restore glute strength, the foundation of balance, walking posture, and the ability to stand up after age 60. Exercise 1. Step up. Stepping onto a low step. This is not just an exercise, it is a test of daily life. Climbing stairs, stepping onto a curb, getting into a car. Step-ups activate the gluteus maximus, gluteus medius, and the hip stabilizing system while bearing full body weight. How to do it properly. Use a step 15 to 25 centimeters. Place the entire foot on the step. Drive through the heel, squeeze the glutes as you stand tall. 8 to 10 reps per side times 2 sets. You don't need higher, you need more stability. Exercise 2. Glute kickback, controlled backward leg lift, waking up sleeping muscles. Many people over 60 walk every day, yet their glutes remain silent. The reason is that the brain has learned to let the lower back and hamstrings compensate. Glute kickbacks rebuild the brain-muscle connection. How to do it properly. Stand behind a chair, back straight. Slowly lift one leg backward without arching the lower back. Hold 1 to 2 seconds at the top. 10 to 12 reps per side times 2 sets. A warm or burning sensation in the glutes is the correct signal. Exercise 3. Glute bridge. Building the foundation while lying down. This is the safest exercise to rebuild posterior chain strength without compressing the joints. It is especially important for those with a history of back pain or fear of movement. How to do it properly. Lie on your back, knees bent, feet hip-width apart. Lift the hips until shoulders, hips, knees form a straight line. Squeeze the glutes for 2 to 3 seconds, then lower slowly. 12 to 15 reps times 2 to 3 sets. You don't need to lift high, you just need the right muscles. Exercise 4. Seated band abduction, opening the knees while seated. This is a balance-protecting exercise. The gluteus medius is the gatekeeper of your walking pattern. When it is weak, the hips sway, the knees collapse inward, and fall risk increases significantly. This exercise looks simple, but its effect is deep. How to do it properly. Sit upright on a chair. Place a light resistance band around the knees. Slowly open the knees outward, hold 2 seconds. 12 to 15 reps times 2 sets. This is an exercise you can do every day. Exercise 5. Bulgarian split squat, safe version. The truth test. This is the exercise that makes many people who thought they were fine rethink. Not to show strength, but to test whether you can still control your body on one leg. How to do it properly. Place the back foot on a low chair. Hold on to a chair or wall for support. Lower slowly with a slight forward torso lean. 6 to 8 reps per side times 2 sets. If it feels difficult, that is not failure. That is the correct starting point. These 5 exercises are not meant to exhaust you. They're meant to give your body back what it has quietly lost. Strength, balance, and confidence in every step. And next, I will help you feel completely at ease. Who should modify what? Who needs to be careful with which movement, so you can train without fear of doing it wrong, without fear of pain, and without fear of making things worse.
And once you've seen the 5 core exercises, the next important thing is not to do more, but to train in a way that matches your body as it is today. If you have knee pain, reduce the range of motion. Use a lower step for step-ups. Lower only halfway in the Bulgarian split squat. Move slowly and hold firmly onto a support. Pain is not a measure of effectiveness. Control is the measure of safety. If you have back pain or have been afraid to move, prioritize glute bridges and seated band abductions for the first 2 weeks. These 2 exercises activate the glutes without compressing the spine. If you're worried about falling, always train near a wall, a sturdy chair, or a handrail. The goal is not perfect balance, but the confidence to place weight on each leg with control. And remember this, if an exercise makes you hold your breath, tense your neck, or rush through the movement, stop. A body over 60 improves best when it is respected, not pushed. As soon as you begin to feel safe, we'll move to the next step. How to organize these exercises into a simple routine that you can maintain consistently without confusion and without giving up.
And once you know how to train safely, the next natural question is, where should I start? And how should I train so I don't quit halfway? Keep everything very simple during the first 4 weeks. Week 1. Choose only 3 exercises: glute bridge, low step-ups, and seated band abduction. Train 3 sessions per week, 2 sets per exercise, 8 to 10 repetitions. The goal is not fatigue, but to feel the glute muscles working correctly. Week 2. Keep the same 3 exercises and add glute kickbacks. Move slowly and hold the contraction for 1 to 2 seconds at the top. Week 3. Begin trying the shortened version of the Bulgarian split squat. Only 6 to 8 repetitions per side, holding on to a chair or wall. No need to go deep. Week 4. Keep all 5 exercises but reduce repetitions if needed. By this point, you'll notice standing up feels easier, walking feels steadier, and your body begins to cooperate again. And that is the best sign of all. You are no longer forcing your body, you are moving forward together with it. When the body begins to cooperate again, something very important happens. Confidence returns before strength does. Not a vague sense of confidence, but a very real feeling. You stand up without needing to prepare yourself. You step onto a curb without hesitation. You no longer hold your breath every time you change direction. Many people over 60 once believed, my body is past its time. But the truth is much gentler. Your body has not betrayed you. It has simply been quiet because it hasn't been called upon in the right way for a long time. Each time you perform a small movement, you are sending a clear message to your nervous system. You are still being used. And the body responds with stability, with balance, with a sense of safety. At this age, hope is not about being stronger than someone else. Hope lies in knowing that tomorrow morning you still believe you can stand up on your own, walk on your own, and live fully on your own. When that confidence returns, you will understand it is not too late at all. And precisely because that confidence has just begun to return, this is the moment not to let it slip away. You don't need to remember everything. You don't need to do it perfectly. Simply choose one of the 5 exercises today, the one that makes you feel, I can do this, and do it. If you are over 60 and still watching at this point, leave the word START in the comments as a small promise to yourself. Many people have come back to this video after 2 or 3 weeks just to say one simple thing. Standing up feels easier now. I feel steadier on my feet. And if you want to continue receiving clear, safe, science-based exercises for seniors, simple, practical, and not complicated, subscribe to the channel because we are only just getting started.